Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 15th of September and we are going to cover all the important questions along with many additional facts at the end. So pay your attention till the end, and to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. And if you are finding these videos useful, don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification of all the latest videos and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Now we will see a question and everyone has to try to answer this question in the comment section. The question is, who has been named as the top thinker 2020 for COVID-19 by British magazine Prospect? These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer. Let's see the first question now. eGopala app has been developed for. So eGopala app has been developed for livestock owners. So here C is the right answer. It has been launched recently by Prime Minister Modi and it is a comprehensive breed improvement marketplace information portal for direct use of farmers. It will be a digital medium which will help livestock owners to choose advanced livestock. It will give all the information related to a breed, its productivity, health and diet required. Next question now. Which state government has decided to constitute a special security force in the state? So it is UP government which has decided to set up a special security force. It will be set up on the lines of Central Industrial Security Forces. It will be responsible for security of vital government and private buildings and industrial establishments. This SSF can be hired also by private establishments by paying a fixed cost, and this will be headed by an additional Director General ranked officer and will be headquartered in Lucknow in UP. It will not require magistrate's order or warrants to make an arrest or conduct searches. Next question now. Recently, Maldives have signed framework on defense and security relationship with. So Maldives has signed a framework on defense and security relationship with USA. So yes, C is the right answer. And these announcements come at a time when India and Chinese soldiers are locked in a standoff at LAC in Ladakh. So this framework has lot of relevance for India because India will always welcome the engagement of US and presence of US Navy in Indian Ocean. It will act as an alliance against any aggressive nature of China, and it will also work as a framework which will provide India an opportunity to engage indirectly in Maldives, because sometimes what happens, for instance, in the year of 2018 when Abdul Nasir, who was the then president of Maldives, imposed emergency in the country of Maldives and were increasing its engagement with China and going against Indian interests. See, international politics is very fragile and very uncertain. There are no permanent friends and no permanent enemy in international politics. So there might be situation when domestic sentiments in Maldives may go against India. In that scenario, India may engage indirectly via US channel into the Maldives to secure its own interests. So this framework goes in India's favor. Next question now. Consider the following statements about LILO or line in and line out substation. Let's see. In LILO, a long distribution line is brought in and brought out from newly created substation. This statement is correct. And what is brought in and brought out? So you can simply understand by this image. One distribution line comes in and one distribution line goes out. So here this statement is correct. And this scheme is much cheaper. No, this is wrong. Installments of LILO substation is quite expensive. However, the benefit is that it is quite safe as well. So here only first statement is correct. A is the right answer. And this scheme is bit expensive because of need of extra layout. However, it is more secure, and the substation is part of an electric supply system which transmits the high voltage from generating substations to local distribution networks. It was in news because recently Union Power Minister laid foundation stone for construction of LILO of Kishanganj Darbhanga 400 kV transmission line at Saharsa in Bihar. The execution agency is Power Grid Limited, which is a central public sector undertaking under Ministry of Power. So it is being set up in Saharsa and it will be useful for the power scenario in not only in Saharsa but also in Khagadia, Begusarai and Supaul district of Bihar. Hindi Divas is being celebrated on. So it is being celebrated on 14th of September. So here B is the right answer. As this was the day in the year of 1949 when the Constituent Assembly adopted Hindi written in Devanagari as the official language of the country, and today Hindi is one of the most widely spoken languages. It is spoken by 520 million people. Besides Hindi, English is other official language in India under Article 343 of the Constitution. And please note that World Hindi Day is observed on 10th of January, and the World Hindi Secretariat building was inaugurated in Mauritius in 2018. And you can join our monthly current affairs test series. Test is organized for each month in the succeeding month from 15th or afterwards, and the test tries to cover the topics of current affairs as well as the applied questions of a static portions as well. This ensures a comprehensive preparation for your examination and will help you to fetch extra marks in your examination. There are 3 plans which you can subscribe to. The first one is for 1 month, the second one is for 3 months, and the third one is for 6 months. So you can join it, and after joining you have to send your confirmation at pointstudent2020@gmail.com. I repeat, you have to send your confirmation after subscribing to pointstudent2020@gmail.com. And these are the subjects in which the questions are remain divided. All the questions are posted on the website. You can take the test live there. Thereafter, you can see all the explanations and answers in the PDF which will be provided in the Telegram. These are the subjects in which the tests and questions are divided. These are polity, economy, international news, science and technology, environment, history and culture. Small topics are covered in miscellaneous. Next question now. Consider the following statements about WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control. Let's see. It is the first international treaty negotiated under auspices of WHO. This statement is correct. And India has not ratified the treaty. This is wrong, as India has already ratified this treaty. So here only B is right answer. And WHO framework is the first international treaty negotiated under auspices of WHO. It was adopted on 21st of May 2003, entered into force on 27th of February 2005. India ratified this treaty in 2004 itself. It was developed in response to globalization of the tobacco epidemic and is an evidence-based treaty that reaffirms the right of all people to the highest standard of health. Next question now. Consider the following statements about deep vein thrombosis or thrombosis, in short called as DVT. Let's see. It occurs when a blood clot or thrombus forms in one or more of the deep veins in your body, usually in your legs. This statement is correct. So what happens in this deep vein thrombosis? That blood clots develop in any parts of the body. It usually develops in our legs. And deep vein thrombosis can cause leg pain or swelling, but it always occurs with symptoms. No, this is wrong, because this can cause leg pain or swelling, but there is no guarantee that there will be symptoms for this. So here only first statement is correct again. So B is the right answer. And this can cause leg pain. However, it can also occur without any symptoms. And recently, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Science and Technology, based in Thiruvananthapuram, which is an autonomous institute of Department of Science and Technology, has developed a device for the prevention of deep vein thrombosis. The device can bring relief to patients affected by prolonged immobility, bedridden state, and post-operative immobilization and paralysis of legs. Such devices, which are so far imported, cost between 2 to 5 lakh, will now be available in Indian market for just less than rupees 1 lakh. Next question now. Singapore Convention on Mediation in news recently is related to, so it is related to trade disputes. So here B is the right answer. Recently, United Nations Convention on International Settlement Agreements resulting from mediation, which is also called as Singapore Agreement on Mediation, has came into force. The convention will provide a more effective way of enforcing mediated settlements of corporate disputes involving businesses in India and other signatories. The simplified enforcement framework will save time and legal costs. So there are many times corporate disputes, so they have to move to the court, which takes a lot of time. In that scenario, there might be mediation between the parties which are engaged in disputes. This will save their cost, save their time and hassle. Without moving to the court, they can solve the cases just outside the court with mediation. And since India has also approved the signing of this convention in July 2019 itself, it will boost India's ease of doing business credentials by enabling swift mediated settlements of corporate disputes. And the United Nations General Assembly adopted this convention in December 2018, and it was opened for signature in August 2019 on 7th of August in Singapore. And it is also known as Singapore Convention, and it is the first UN treaty to be named after Singapore. That is why this treaty gains more importance, that this is the first UN treaty to be named after Singapore. And if you have not liked the video yet but have found the video useful, do like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Now let's see some more points in news. Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited, which is a public sector undertaking under Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, has started its methanol plant at Trombay unit in Mumbai. Now, with this methanol production of its own, RCF shall no longer be dependent on imports for its requirement. It will also be in a position to satisfy the needs of other methanol dependent industries. What is the use of methanol? It is widely used in the production of pharmaceuticals, pesticides and dyestuffs. Next point now. The Chinese company Genhua Data Information Technology Company Limited is monitoring over 10,000 Indian individuals and organizations. These Indian individuals includes personalities like Prime Minister Modi, Chief Justice of India, key opposition leaders and many other key personalities. And please note that the data monitored by Genhua does not come under Information Technology Rules 2011 under IT Act 2000, as this act covers only personal data, not information available freely or accessible in the public domain. And this information can be used for a strategic and intelligence services of China for hybrid warfare. What is hybrid warfare? See, it is using non-military tools to achieve dominance or damage, subvert or influence. These tools include information pollution, perception management and propaganda. So does hybrid warfare exist in practice or it exists only in theory? No, it exists in practice as well, and it has been used on several instances. For instance, it was used in 2006 Israel-Lebanon war by Hezbollah group. It was also used by Russia against Ukraine in 2014 annexation of Crimea. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and do share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.